When asked to think about civility and how that affects people's lives, one story keeps coming to my mind. It happened while I was in college. A girl that I got to know a little bit was a grade below me in school, but she was a little bit different. She didn't have a lot of social skills. She didn't have a lot of friends. She was kind of ostracized because she was a little bit different than most everyone else. And that in and of itself isn't all that noteworthy until one event happened that kind of changed her life and changed mine as I watched it unfold. This girl's job on campus was to record students' music recitals. So performance majors would give a recital and it would need to be recorded. And this girl was charged with recording a particular recital of one of the department's better musicians, and this recording was going to be used for scholarships for graduate school and competitions and things like this. Well, something happened during the recording. It doesn't really matter if it was her fault or the equipment broke down, but something happened and the recording was non-existent. The CD ended up being blank. So this girl who was already a little different, a little socially awkward, and a little bit bullied as it was, kind of became the target of a lot more of these actions, except they were intensified. She was cast out even more. She was not present at any social functions and things like this. It turns out that as all of this was unfolding, as the bullying increased and as she was more cast aside, she started to contemplate dropping out of school, transferring, doing anything she could to kind of get out of this situation. And one day things changed for her. A friend of mine, who is also a friend of the musician whose recording ended up blank, saw that this girl was having a particularly bad day, went up to her and simply said, "How are you doing?" And the look on this girl's face was very interesting. It was full of relief in that, as if to say, someone actually cares how I'm doing and how this mistake, while it affected someone else, certainly had an effect on my life too. So after she was asked how she was doing, the floodgates started to open. She expressed how sad she had become, how depressed she had gotten, and voiced that she was thinking about dropping out and transferring or something to change her life. Well, another couple of weeks passed and she didn't drop out. She didn't transfer. She actually developed some pretty good friendships with some people. And she was still ostracized a bit by this group, but she kind of came to some peace with it. She came to some peace with it by realizing that someone actually does care about her. And someone's simple question of "how are you doing" really did change her life. So the point of all of this is that words do have power, and even if it's a simple question such as "how are you doing," that really can make a very large difference for the people that we meet.